We're pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Toronto Huskies. Twists and turns will January have in store for us. The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much. To win in the playoffs, most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He'll drop to throw. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out and set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Mills. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Mills to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Beal. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Mills to throw for it on 4th. Steps away to his left. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling, finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Play action now, Mills. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. After 1 on EA Sports.
Huskies 3, Texans 7.
Second and 4. In motion goes the tight end. On On second down and 4, Mills. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily, though.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On third down, here's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
In motion comes the tight end left. Back to Taylor on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's 2nd and 8. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find Jelani Woods. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On play action, they'll throw. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, 54 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
That's the score. Huskies 10, Texans 9.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. On play action, Mills. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Mills now. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Mills on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first down throw for Mills. Touchdown! Nico Collins, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, for the defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here. So for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Ready, set.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. In motion to tight end. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and now they're staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Black Ultra.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
He's got a man, complete. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now Mills. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Beal, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mills now from the 50. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. throwing. Mills. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Looking to throw is Mills. Going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it. Touchdown, Texans. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 35 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good. 4-8.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
It's a gain of 11. And the Toronto 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They go play action. Mills. His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Open man there is Collins, complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston.
Mills pass complete to
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
21. Huskies 10. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I would keep having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Hey, Blue. Yo, Blue. Ready?
They go play action here on first down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 60 yards. And the Huskies are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks run like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
They'll let Taylor try and run. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gay now set to kick it off. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Mills flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 17 on the pickup there. The Texans also get a new set of downs. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. He's got it to Collins, complete. He's got room at the 30, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Beal. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
On 2nd and 7, Mills. He's got Jordan complete right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Mills. Touchdown! Mike Williams, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Huskies 16.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A jet sweep to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Let's go now.
This offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
A loss of 7.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
17.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man. It's Woods. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break them. Are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.